I've never seen the sky before. And I want to find this inside your kiss, because every day I love you more and more. Listen to my heart, and can't you hear it sing? It's telling me to give you everything. Storm clouds may gather, and stars may collide, but I love you until the end of time. Suddenly, the world, it doesn't seem like, it seems like a perfect place. And suddenly, my life, it moves with such a perfect grace. Suddenly, my life, it doesn't seem such a waste. Because it all revolves around you. Come what may. Come what may. I will love you. I will love you until my dying day. Oh.
Woo!
Who's next?
You know, when I was at school, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I really hated it. Can I swear?
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. It was just so boring, so monotonous. It's like I wanted to be creative. I wanted to do photography and drama and creative writing and art. You know, I'm not a very good drawer or painter. I still love to do something creative, to make stuff. But it was all, right everyone, sit on the carpet, let's do math. 1 add 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is whatever it was. It was just so boring. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't get the things to stick in my head. No matter how much I tried. But to the teachers, I was just unteachable. Or I was just not fit for learning. I was just lazy or born idle. And it was like that all the way up to high school. And when I had to go to people to see about jobs and work, it'd be, okay, well, what job would you like? Well, I want to do drama therapy. But that's not a real job, is it? You want to do something like care work, don't you? Or you want to do hairdressing, don't you? Forget about doing drama and all that stuff. It's not a career, not everybody can do it. And it's the same with photography. I tried my best to get involved and to take part, but it was like, not everybody's meant to do it. And it was only when I started being sent for tests, they came back, oh, well, actually, you're dyslexic. Oh, by the way, you have something called dyspraxia. Oh, and by the way, you have dyscalculias, which is 3 markers of autism. Sorry. And then I went to college, and I walked in for an audition to do performing arts. And I met this tutor. His name was Jeremy. And I was sat in that theatre, waiting to do this audition, ready, my mindset, right, I'm going to do this audition. And he walked in, and as soon as he walked in, it was like breath of fresh air. It was like he knew what I wanted to do. I walked in and I took one look at him and he said, right, you're on the course. I said, but I've planned this audition. You don't need one. And I got on that course. And I had a couple of lessons with him. And then I met another tutor called Sophia. And she is this scout, bubbly ball of energy. Like, Aya, you're right. Aya, what are you doing? What are you up to? Is everything alright? Can I do anything for you? And he, when we had a lesson with him, he could be like, right, in today's lesson, the zombies are attacking Reed College. It is what it is. It's that. Okay. Our aliens are coming to take you all away. It is what it is. It's that. And those 4 years were the best 4 years of my life. I met so many great people. There was like one lad called Dave. Whenever I was walking in the room, he'd go, Henry! Still don't know why he called me Henry, but it just stuck. And then there was Jackson. You're such a bitch for meeting Colton Haynes. But I do like you. Those 4 years give me a chance to shine, and they showed me what real opportunity was. Introduced me to amazing people, and for that, I'll be forever grateful. Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you! Ow! She's back in the drain. Doesn't she know how dangerous that is? Anything could have happened. She's turned everybody against me. Emily, Jeremy. For what? Because she wants me to sleep around. I don't want that. Doesn't she understand? I've got to get out of here. I need to clear my head. You know what? I went to this gig and it was absolutely fantastic. I had such a brilliant time. I met these 2 amazing people. I was just stood on my own. And they said, come join us. You don't have to be on your own. Come on, come sit with us. And they were brilliant. They liked the things I liked, like Doctor Who and Torchwood. And they were just... I had that same dream again last night, where I'm with her. We're in a bar. And she says to me, come on, have a proper drink. And I said, no, I have to get the ferry in the morning because I have to get home. It's like, you'll be fine, have a drink. No, I don't want to drink. So we go to another bar and we meet up with her latest boyfriend. But he's actually nice. He's not like the other guys she's been with in the past. He's actually decent. And he offers me. And he buys me a soft drink. But then she buys me a drink. And it's a lager. And I think, you know what, I'm fine. I've had plenty of stuff. This is my last drink. Go on, I'll have it. But it tastes different. It tastes, I don't know, it just tastes wrong. I go to the toilet and when I come back, the friend pushes me against the wall and I can feel his tongue down my throat. I remember. Okay, really? Will says, just promise me you won't tell any of the others, especially Jen. He doesn't have to know. I try not to let my shook face show this time, and I've never had a good poker face, even. Ping pong. I guess that means I gotta go. But you'll be alright. I'll see you next week, yeah? I'm never leaving your side. You're my power of a tie. You're my best friend. I'm always gonna be here. You say that you don't do emotions and don't do feelings, but you have shown me so much love. that no one else has ever shown. You've shown me and accepted everything about me, my autism, my asexuality, my genderqueerness. You've accepted it all. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. I love you. I'll see you next week. You know, people across the street when they see me, they say it's because they don't know what to do or what to say. That hurts. But what really hurts are the ones who say the stupid things, the crazy things like, oh, God wanted a new angel, God wanted a new sunbeam. Blah, blah, blah. God wanted a new angel, a new sunbeam. What about me? What about the friends? We wanted them, we needed them, but not you. You took him from us. Look at you, up there, on that cross. You sent me an angel and you took them away. People say you're all seeing, all knowing, all healing, all forgiving. But the question is, should I, would I ever forgive you? Hated school. I really hated it. I absolutely freaking hated it. It was just so boring. It was so monotonous. It was like 1 add 1 is 2. 2 add 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. Blah, blah, blah. I just hated it. I didn't understand why I couldn't sit still. I would just get up and walk to the window and look out the window and want to go home. The teachers would say that I was disruptive, that I didn't want to learn, that I was unteachable. And then my mum fought for me to be assessed, but it just came back as some learning disability. So I was diagnosed with dyslexia. But even then, something just didn't feel right. But the school kept saying, she's unteachable, she's lazy, she doesn't want to learn. And then I went to high school, and that was just as bad, because nobody listened. I was in a classroom of 30 people, and the voices was just overwhelming all the time. And then when I got to college, it was, okay, we'll assess you for dyslexia. Oh yeah, you're dyslexic, and you have dyspraxia. Oh, by the way, you also have dyscalculia as well, which all three together are markers for autism. Sorry. And then I went to college and I studied performing arts. When I was in school, I was told, oh, you don't want to do performing arts. That's not a real career, not really. You want to do something like care work, or you want to do something like hairdressing. You want to do something that's normal. What is normal? But then I did start doing performing arts at college, and you know what? It was the best time of my life. I had two amazing teachers, Jonathan and Stella. Stella, she was just this bubbly energy of this scout woman. Right, come on Emma, you can do this, come on. What are we doing today? What plans have you got? What ideas have you got? And then there's Jonathan, who was, it is what it is, it's that. I met Jonathan and he put me at ease straight away. I actually felt like I belonged. I found somebody who listened, who understood, and who supported me. He didn't tell me, this is what you should be doing, this is what you need to do. And you know what? Those years doing the performing arts course were the best years of my life. Thank you.
Go for it.
Hi, my name's Heather. I'm from Big Artistic Theatre Company, and I'm going to do 2 monologues. One that I'm performing on Friday in our showcase, and one that I'm performing in one of our older showcases, both about being autistic and going through what Christmas is like for a person with autism and what it's like masking with autism. So the first one is the Christmas one. You know, being autistic, people think I hate Christmas, but I don't. I actually love it. I love the bright lights, going around and seeing all the Christmas lights, and going around and seeing all the houses lit up, those mad, big, massive decorations. I love it because it brings some brightness to the area when the nights are longer. And I love just walking around and seeing it, and seeing all the things twinkling and the brightness of it all. Yeah, there's parts of Christmas I hate being autistic, like you're doing the Christmas food shopping and the queues in Tesco and Asda are a mile long, and then you've got people grabbing stuff off the shelves while you're trying to get things as well, and you're being pushed and pulled from in every way. I don't like that part of Christmas. And like Black Friday, when you walk, Mad Friday, when you're walking down the street and you've got people coming out the pubs and they're grabbing you and hugging you and you don't want to be touched, or they're shouting and screaming, and your ears are just on fire and your head is just going mad because it's just too much and it's overwhelming. I don't like that part of Christmas, but I also love just sitting down and watching Christmas TV. Normally it'll be Doctor Who, but this year it's going to be Stranger Things. Sorry Mum, sorry Uncle. But there's one of the parts of Christmas that I do love, to sit in with people and enjoying those moments and just enjoying being together. That's what I love about Christmas. Masking with autism. Wearing a mask, it's hard. You have to try and fit in. You have to try and be normal. When people don't realise how hard it is masking and how unhealthy it is to mask, you mask too much and you're seen as someone who is functioning, or you're seen as somebody who doesn't need support, when inside you're just screaming for somebody to give you support. It's hard and it's so frustrating because you're trying so hard, but then you have social workers coming around saying, oh, you know, you'll be fine, you're high functioning. Do you realise how condescending they sound? If you're autistic, you're autistic. Yeah, it's a spectrum. I'm not taking away from those people who do need a lot more support. But just because I can get up and get on a bus, or just because I can get up and go somewhere, doesn't necessarily mean I'm able to. Because what goes on in my head is, what if I get off at the wrong bus stop? What if I get off and it's early on the town, I don't know? What if I get off and it's completely in the wrong place? What if? And to be told, oh, just use the map. You're fine. Just do this, just do that. It's not that easy. And just because someone is high functioning, just give them that little bit more support as well. because it's so frustrating and you're trying your best, but for some people your best isn't good enough. Thank you.
Hi, Heather, welcome. How are you today? I'm good. Have you got something prepared for us?
Yeah, something my blood's at the farm.
Oh, lovely. Would you have a seat? I will bring it across for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather, everybody.
People think being autistic, I wouldn't really like Christmas, but I do. Yeah, there's parts I don't like going and doing the Christmas shopping, and we've got people pushing and pulling and trying to get things off you, and you're trying to get things yourself, and there's just so many people crowding around you, and you just want to go, ah! And then, like today, it's Mad Friday. You can be walking down the street, and people coming up and getting in your face, hugging you, and you don't really want to be hugged, and you're just like, no please, no thank you. But the parts of Christmas I do love is just walking down the street and seeing all the houses lit up. And so it's so bright and cheerful. Now that the days are longer and it's getting darker sooner, you're just walking down and everything just seems so much brighter and more colourful. And then going to the markets in Manchester or Liverpool, and the smells that come off them, the mulled wine and the hot chocolate and the sausages like the bratwurst and bratwurst, just things like that, just the smells and everything. And yeah, I love sitting down and watching Christmas TV. Normally it'll be Doctor Who, but this year it's going to be Stranger Things. Sorry Mum, sorry Uncle. But that's what I love about Christmas. It's just that everything's so bright and cheerful. And getting to spend time with people. Yeah, that's what I love about Christmas. 2009 was probably close to one of the worst years of my life. I lost my job. I'd had somebody I thought was a friend turn their back on me. And I've been told I couldn't do something that I really loved doing. I almost gave up. I thought, that's it. And then I was on Facebook. And social media can be good sometimes. I was sat scrolling through and I saw that one of my favourite actors was bringing his band, Blue Gillespie, up to Preston. And I sat there thinking, do I go? Don't I go? Do I go? Don't I go? I ummed and ahed and I kept flip-flopping, deciding what to do. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go. So I went. I went on my own after, again, trying to decide how I was going to get there, how I would get back. And I stood in the queue on my own. And this woman called Ruth Bell walked over to me. And she said, are you alright? Are you on your own? I said, well, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. Looking around, it's kind of like in a Tenpin bowling alley, and the bag was that. It's a bit of a strange place to have a gig. And she said, no, you're in the right place. Come stand the road. So I went and stood with them. I went in, and I paid for my ticket. And I'm stood at the bar, and this Yorkshire person, bold as brass, walked over. Hey, want to go sit with us? My name's Midnight. Come on, don't have to be on your own. And he took me over to his table. And at this table there was Ali, there was Kim, there was Tessa, and there was Mel and a few other people. And Midnight introduced us all. And it turns out Kim was from Wigan. And funny thing is, we lived around the corner from each other for years and never met each other. And going to that gig, it was one of the best things I ever did. I made some of my bestest friends that night. So, if you think that whatever year has been your worst, always remember that the next year could be the best you've ever had. Because 2010 ended up being one of the best for me. So, here's to 2006. Dianu and Alvin, and thank you to those friends who are no longer here. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.